Greetings, Warriors of the Ring. My name is Strider656, and I'm so thrilled to welcome you back to War of the Ring. It's been a long time since I made videos because I did a Windows 11 update. So Arukamani actually helped me fix the video because it was messed up, and hopefully you like it. So we're going to jump right into these games. These are my league games. This is Tier 1. This is against Disgruntled Veteran. If you want to watch, there's a long play or a live play you can watch so you can see the full thing in action, full of my colored commentary. So we decided how we're going to play. He said random, 1 to 3, he's free. He rolls a 6, so he's going to be Shadow. So I'm playing free. I draw Riders of Theoden, and Eagles are coming. Here we go. He's I or no, most stressful position of the game. I tell him to allocate 7. He does, and he allocates only 1. And he gets a real crap roll because he only gets 1 muster. So I'm happy about this. And I get 3 characters and a Palantir. Happy here because the Palantir means I can actually do something with it because I have Riders of Theoden in hand. So I'm going to pass till we're even. He draws a strategy card. I decide Riders of Theoden's going out. And there they go. And I draw help on look for. I can't do crap with that. So that's enough for the cards. He draws another strategy card. It's Fellowship moving time. So I move once. And he rolls. He says, come on, 6. He rolls a 3 and a 3. Technically that adds up to a 6, but not good enough. I say, nice. You already got your 6. He says, I did according to my stats, which is correct because in Java, the rolls that you do before the game actually count towards the free player stats. So I count that as him, I say. He draws a character card now. With the Fellowship again, he hits at a 5, and he misses. Again, he adds up to it, but doesn't hit it. 2 and a 3. I say, great start. He says, good thing he allocates an I. I remember laughing when I saw that. He brings Isengard to war. And I make the stupid comment that I should never say, which is the thing of War of the Ring luck is that it usually swings back. So I shouldn't have said that. So I'm thinking about moving the Fellowship here. The other thing I'm thinking about is I could use that character action to move these guys from Edoras to Westamnet because I don't want to risk getting hit. But at the same time, what am I going to lose? So I actually make a decision to move the Fellowship. And he gets a hit on a 4 this time. And he rolls a 5 and 6, so he hits twice. Hoping not an eye. It's just a 1 reveal. So I'm not going to lose Gandalf to that because he doesn't have Saruman out. It's not enough corruption. So I can see if I can draw 3 in Moria. He says, good. And I draw another 1 reveal. I actually think about losing Gandalf here, then realize it's a really dumb decision. So I decide to take the corruption. I'm at 2. And he moves from Barad-dûr to Gorgoroth. That's turn 1. Going to turn 2. I draw Wizard Staff and Last Battle. So now I have a decision to make. The Wizard Staff means that you're going to prolong Gandalfing in the Fellowship. So I'm thinking I might as well keep Gandalf in. So I changed my guide to be Strider. So Fellowship, okay. He has a better roll. My roll's fantastic. 2 characters, Will of the West and a Palantir. So I decided to right away flip the Fellowship so it doesn't do any nonsense to me, to a revealed Fellowship. Like breaking or something like that. He ends up using his army just to do the Isengard unit from North Dunland into Moria. Gorgoroth guys up towards the Dew line. I move the Fellowship right away. Again, I'm scared of character cards. He misses on rerolls. So then he plays Nazgul Search. So he was going to draw. But I'm hoping that he actually hits so I can actually change my guide. And maybe I'll random into Gandalf. I say Falthing Gandalf. Alright, so he's good, and he draws an eye. Which is good, but I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. So for the Fellowship, so no Gandalf this turn for sure. He moves his guys onto me from Moria, using his hybrid and up towards the Dew line. I say pass. Now he brings Saruman in because he knows it's safe. And I decide to use an army action. I could have tried moving the Fellowship again, but the thing is, Strider is the guide. I don't want to lose Strider. That's my thoughts. So I just do the normal Edoras up to Westamnet and Carrick to Old Forest Road. Because I see these guys coming up. I'm going to turn number 3 now. Oh, sorry, I did the same thing here. So I took my dice back before he finished his action. He moves from Daggerlet up, so whoops, but it's fine. Didn't change anything. I draw Weeper of the Swifter and Celeborn. Fellowship okay. Now I'm thinking I could get, there's a possibility that I could actually get Aragorn and crown him using We Prove the Swifter here. So he allocates 1 eye, rolls no more, and I don't roll any movement. I'm pissed. I sent the roll I wanted. He said, you got 2 good ones. So I decided to pass because I don't want to, because I'm thinking right now I do want to play We Prove the Swifter. I also can play Celeborn's if he decides to go after Lorien, but I don't want to put anyone in Minas Tirith right now to deviate his Moria force down to take care of that. So that's why I'm going to pass until we're even. He musters Sauron to war. Turn 3. Now he moves up towards the Dew Line, and he moves from Dol Guldur out towards Lorien. So now I feel safe with Aragorn, but I'll wait. I pass. He moves up towards southern Ravanian and onto the Fellowship with this giant army. Now I'm going to play with the Swifter. I make a mistake here. See if you can find it too. So I move him down to Minas Tirith. And what I forgot to do, I forgot to draw for Gandalf. You could say this is a rules error. It's actually not a rules error. That's called I'm an idiot. And it's up to the Free People's player to figure that out. And I figured that out afterwards, and I forgot to draw a character card there. We'll see what kind of difference that makes later in the game. So he attacks Old Forest Road. I decide to not play a card here. Yep, I don't play a card. And he would have killed me anyway. He rolled 2 6s and a 5. If I hit back, it's pretty good. So the North guy did his job. North moves down. I have all these musters showing up my Will of the West. You know the Will of the West is going to crown Aragorn. So I might as well do that first. Because I don't want to give him the Witch King super fast. I'll make him attack for it. Alright, now he attacks Dale. I'm going to play Heroic Death here, because I do want to get that guy somehow. And he gets no hits on the roll. And his reroll's a hit. So I'm happy about this Heroic Death. And I end up rolling 1 hit. So I'm doing good. I've hit 100% of my rolls so far. He presses, and I run that guy into Woodland Realm. And he's on the board. I decide to move this guy from Iron Hills Inn, and then might as well move these guys from West Simnet to Helm's Deep. Let's move something down the... Oh, I forgot to flip Gondor because Aragorn's king. He plays Candle Corpses. He hits on 4, 5s, and 6s. He gets 6, 5, 5. Not happy about that. My corruption is horrible. Now I'm not happy. This is where I start raging. In my other channel, you have to watch it. So I decided to move Gondor down because Aragorn is here. So I'm thinking I might as well try to defend it just in case he goes after it eventually. He decides to bring the Witch King in. He's got both his minions in, but I'm going to have 5 dice and I have Gandalf leaving the Fellowship, leading. So this is a different kind of game. Turn 4, I draw Mirror of Galadriel and Eomer, son of Aemond. Fellowship, okay. I didn't move last time, but he still allocates an eye and he rolls 2 more. And I again roll barely any movement. I just roll 1 Will of the West, 2 Palantirs, and Army and Muster. So right now I'm thinking, well, I might as well cycle my cards with Gandalf. So I'm going to probably play Eomer first. I'm an idiot. Wizard Staff because I want to move safely, of course. And then I draw into Grey Company. He attacks Lorien, leaves 1 guy behind. So my plan now is just to move the Fellowship for free. Even on 3 eyes, I know I'm going to be safe. Before I do that, though, I do want to play Celeborn before he can attack. That's what I do. Put him in, and I'm going to draw 2 strategy cards. I draw King Brand, which mocks my face, and Red Arrow. So I get rid of King Brand because I don't want to look at it anymore because he just took it. His Red Arrow I can use. Great Company I can actually use in this game too because I do have Aragorn outside of the Fellowship. He decides to move the Southern Easterlings down. And with the Fellowship, this is going to be a free action regardless. He does hit, and I decide to give him the staff so he doesn't draw. Flip hits of Mordor now. Puts his guys in Moria, Dol Guldur, and Rhiannon. I pass. Now I just realized I forgot to flip all the nations because the Witch King is there. They should be scared. He's going after Lorien now. Happy about this because I feel like this is my most defended, and his army is kind of weak. So I'm probably going to play no quarter here. which I do. He plays Foul Thing from the Deep. Thrilled to see this out because that means that I don't have to worry about that later pulling companions. But I think he's scared to play Foul Thing from the Deep because he doesn't want to draw Gandalf and then give me Gandalf, the white. He gets no hits on his roll. His reroll, he gets 3, which is super lucky. And I got 4 hits, which is 5, which is fantastic. So that hurts his army. Now I think about attacking back here for a minute, but I realize I'm not at war, even though I probably should be because he attacked Lorien. I should be down 1. So they should be here in this political area. He does it for me. Okay, thank you, DV. Now I realize the North is at war. At first I was debating bringing Gondor down, but I said, let's see if I can distract him in Carrick, because they're already at war. He decides to move the Southern and Easterlings all the way down to war. And I decide to move Gondor to war, because that way I can start defending in case these guys start coming towards me. He moves the South Rune guys up to East Rune, and he moves Far Harad to Near Harad. Going to turn number 5, I believe. I draw Power of Tom Bombadil and Ents. I get rid of Tom Bombadil because I want to use the Ents, possibly. And I declare in Parth Celebrant. Alright, here we go. He only gets an iron, rolls 1,000,000 more. He has a horrible roll. That's horrible for him. Again, not a lot of movement for me, but probably going to get hit if I move anyway. So I decided to start by just mustering an elite in Minas Tirith. Now I started having the crazy idea of playing the last battle. I'm thinking I could bring Strider and Aragorn out here to Osgiliath and then play because I have a huge army. The issue is once I declare or I'm revealed, then I have to discard it. So that's something that's weighing on my mind. Just want to let you know. What I could have done here, and I'll say it now because I see it. Actually, no, never mind. I'll tell you later. So he decides to play On They Went. I play Red Arrow, so I can get some more Gandalf draws as well. He says, stop that. It's too bad. I get Emerald Dil Amroth from that. And he decides to muster an elite in Moria. I play Emerald to do some more mustering and draw and do some more card draws. Then I get Confusion, which is great for combat. Then I move the Edoras guys down after the fact. He plays King is Revealed, which is rare. I say that card sucks, but it does work here, to be fair. I decided to move the Fellowship now, hoping to not get hit. I am hit. Draws a 2. I'm not going to lose Gandalf to this. I'm going to only lose Gandalf to a 3, is my thoughts, because my corruption is so high. I'm from Candle of Corpses and from losing Strider to myself that I don't want to deal with not taking max corruption. So I random it, hoping to draw a 2, but I draw Mary. And Mary decides to hang out in Fords of Isen. He plays Shadow Lengthens, which I should have seen coming. So he's going to bring the guys from Moria to Lorien. And looks like he brought North Rune instead of the Eastern guys. But he could have done this, and then he could have done that to take over Iron Hills instead, but it's fine. I play Aomer now. No, that's all. That's every mustering card for Rohan done. So that Helm's Deep looks like hellhole for him if he wants to go after it. He can, but I'm pleased with my Rohan and my mustering. Clearly, like Lorien's probably going to fall soon. The dual line doesn't look so hot, but at least Gondor and Rohan have a chance. He attacks Lorien here with a 6-1 army. Play Confusion, hoping to get massive hits. He plays Durin's Bane. He gets 2 on Durin, so I just kill the elite. He only rolls 1-1, and he takes Lorien. And I don't do any hits back. Somber, I was mad here too, because I wanted that to hold a little bit longer, but the 6-1 army, maybe get like 1 press out of it. But I guess when you see the Balrog come, you never know. Alright. Turn 6. I draw Mithril Coat and Kindred of Glorfindel. Elves are now at war. He did it for me. So he allocates 1 eye, rolls no more, and I roll. Actually, no, he rolls 2 more, and I get lots of movement here. So I said move the Fellowship right away. If you notice, I forgot to move them back. I will fix this later. He hits. It's a 1. I'm going to take that. I was hoping he'd get higher, but now I'm at 7 corruption. I'm very high in the corruption game. He says, I got lucky, we both missed it. I'm confused by that. Maybe he's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about. If you can figure out what he's talking about, or DV, if you're watching this video, let me know what I missed out on. This is turn 6. All right. So what's he doing here? 7 later. Okay. Oh, he's showing me I could have gone down this way maybe for military. I don't know. All right. He plays Ringleaders Are Abroad to attack onto Old Forest Road. I'm guessing also get some stress on the Fellowship. So get some rerolls. Tax Woodland Realm, I go under siege. He says I could have mustered. Maybe that's what he's talking about. I didn't. I want to move the Fellowship right away. That's always your choices. It's do you move the Fellowship before you have rerolls on you, or do you decide to muster up? Maybe mustering up would have been a better decision. Move the Fellowship. He hits again. Twice. There's a 3. So Gandalf goes away. Now here's something that I missed. Now if you look at my hand, and this is thank you to B. Hilly for mentioning, I have Mirror of Galadriel. I didn't see this. So what I could do is I could use this this Palantir to change it into Will of the West so I can get Gandalf this turn instead of next turn. So it could have happened. So, but I didn't do that. All right, he decides to muster Nazgul in Moria and a regular in Moria. I pass. And now he's moving out towards the Gondor area and pinstering in. So now I decide I'm going to go out to meet him with Aragorn. I'm thinking for a long time here. Come on, make your decision up. There we go. So I moved everyone out. Because he hits on 6s, I also have Daylight in hand and I have Brave Stand. Brave Stand I don't want to use because I want to save the Great Company for the actual card effect. So I'm thinking I'm not going to lose many if he fights me. I can down his army size a little bit. That's my thoughts. And I decided to keep a regular back in Minas Tirith. So I'm going to come at me. He decides to move from Gorgoroth to Minas Morgul to protect military stuff. And he goes up around. I didn't see this when I was playing. I played the Great Company. But it's too late. I've already decided to move. I get Dane. My whole point is I'm trying to actually find the Lorien Muster card. Thranduil's Archers is my point of playing this. And I do get it. There it is. I have to decide what to discard, and I get rid of the Last Battle. Might have been better to get rid of Mirror of Galadriel, because Daylight's a better effect. I don't know what I was thinking there, to be honest. He decides to use his character to move all of his Nazgul outside of his Gileath, which we know what that means. Dreadful spells. I play Thranduil now, because he didn't attack fast enough. I draw through a day and a night, which could be great, because I could go for military stuff now if I want. But I think it's too late for that. So I'll use that for a confusion later instead. He does play Dreadful Spells. He attacks his Gileath. The average hit is 1.5, and he gets 3. Not happy, but at least I can bring these guys back and still have a good stack. He didn't kill any elites. We're going to turn 7. I draw 5 Galadriel and Swords and Eriador. I think I get rid of Kindred, and I get rid of Mirror of Galadriel here. That's what I do. Allocates an eye, and I also decide to declare in Minas Tirith because my corruption is really bad, and I'm going to protect it. So I'm going to try to rest for a few rounds to get some corruption down from candles, and then make my Moria movement later. So there we go. He allocates 1, rolls 1 more. That's my Will of the West. I'll get Gandalf now. Also, the danger of playing Mirror of Galadriel would be that if I played it, then he had Day Without Dawn, it would just feel like a royal waste. So I'm okay with the decision I made. So Gandalf is in Fangorn.
He arrives precisely when he means to.
There you go. He plays Herd from the East. This is a rare card to see. Maybe he's right with the Dew Line. That's a Deadly Strife gone. He puts an East Rune. I think for a while. I know I'm not going to move the Fellowship. So I decided instead to play Swords and Eriador to see if I can get... now I'm fishing for Guards of the Citadel. Because if I move back, then I can play it. And I draw Book of Miserable. I'm pissed about that. That's not what I wanted. He draws a character card. I pass. I say pass, pass. I don't know why I wrote that. So now he's getting way too close to Gondor. What I could have done instead is I could have just moved normally and then mustered regularly instead of depending on that card to save me later. And then he moves East Rune over to Vale of Carnan. So I move him back because again I'm not moving the Fellowship this turn. Now he attacks Minas Tirith. I think about a field battle here, but I don't think that would help me at all because he has 5 Nazgul, and if Gandalf is here, I would think about it. But I'm not thinking about it. It's a no. So I go in Under Siege. I pass. Plays Mustering. This is a long plan work for the card effect. Another rare thing to do. So I never see that card. Doesn't respond. I play Ents. I want to try playing some of my cards. I get no hits with Ents, and I put File in the pool. Hopefully that'll save me later. He messes an Elite North Rune. I decide to be annoying and put a leader in Dol Amroth and a regular in Losternock. So we just in case that way, just in case I get Path of the Woes and get them to war, it's harder. You have to actually attack this. So you have to block these 3, and Minas Tirith is already blocked. But I'm just thinking for the future, it's good to have that there. And also this bluffs that I might have Círdan if I'm not mustering a elite outright. He decides to move in onto Osgiliath and move out. So it looks like he's going Gondor here. So turn 8. Fellowship okay. There's my Guards Citadel, so I did draw it. And I got another Ents. So I'm down another Corruption. I'm going to start moving now for sure. And I roll fantastic roll. Like 4 characters and 2 Wills of the West. I decided to start with Guards Citadel because it's perfect timing for it. So now I tell him to have fun with that. He says, look sexy. I laugh. I said I had to heal. Kills is crushing. And he takes a while to do something. He comes back, decides to muster an elite in Northumberland. So now I'm thinking he must be going for Rivendell. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can muster once. I already got rid of the Kindred of Glorfindel. So I don't want to give him a ring to muster. I don't think that's worth it. So I said, looks like Rage to Rivendell. He thinks for a long time. He decides to play Shadow of the Misty Mountains. I'm with the Fellowship. I am missed on all the rerolls. He moves out from Moria out to whatever this place is called. Holland. I move the Fellowship again, hoping to not get hit. Because if I don't get hit here, Candles of Corpses cannot affect me. But I'm hit. And it's a reveal. So I take a random, hoping to draw the Hobbit, and of course I draw Legolas. So here we are. Play Shadows Gather, and he gathers them out of Lorien here. So that muster was not really needed here, because I thought he might use this action to move this onto them, but he just gathered them. So now Rivendell is not, they're not happy right now. I flip the Fellowship. I'm going to get to Mordor this turn. We'll see. He moves up towards Rivendell. I decide to muster using my Will of the West. This could be risky, but I'm hoping it doesn't have cruel weather, and I'm also hoping he might reveal me into Mordor, so I don't have to worry about the nonsense of cruel weather. So I put an elite. He plays Orc Patrol, hoping to not draw a reveal, otherwise he does stop me. And he draws an eye. So that's the second time he's played a tile drawing card and drawn an eye. So that's actually good luck for me. And with the Fellowship, he misses. Now I'm like, here comes... And he did this character immediately when we played the game. So I was so stressed out it was cruel weather. But then he says Riv. So I'm in pretty good shape right now. I'm in Mordor. He's looking. He's at 3 points. Rivendell's going to fall in 2 seconds. We know that. This might hold a little bit. That'll be at 7. And I don't see where he's going to get his other points from. I don't see him taking Minas Tirith ever. So that's how I feel. So Mordor, I draw Faramir and I draw Bilbo. And I get rid of Book of Azarbul, I think. Yep. Turn 9. Bishop, okay. He rolls tons of eyes. And I roll a lot of army type stuff. Like, it's a very good roll. So I think about military here at first. I'm tempted. But where would I go? Like, I'm thinking I can go to Moria. I could go to Angmar. I could try to move this one guy to Farharad. But he has one muster showing. And he could just attack with these, no problem. So I abandon that thought immediately. And I decide, let's see if I can get Mithril Coat out by doing the Ents card first. So I got one hit, and I put Mithril Coat out. He plays Give It to Us, puts that in the pool. Now I'm with the Fellowship. Let's look at the pool, see what it looks like. Okay. So 4 eyes. Eyes are bad. Reds are bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 tiles. Of the 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are bad. So I have a better than 50% chance of getting a good draw. And he draws an eye. I think about using Coat, but I don't think that's going to kill me. It's only 2 damage, so I'll just take the 2. And it's fine. So I'm okay with that. He plays Morgul Wound. Now it's not fine. They're not doing too well in Mordor right now. They're hurting. But I decided to flip the Fellowship. He decides to move his leadership onto Woodland Realm and Rivendell. And he's abandoning Minas Tirith. So I decide to draw a character card to see if I can draw any kind of like Athelas or something to help. He plays Grond. I was confused today. I saw Orson playing again. I'm like, that's not a character card. So he's going after Woodland Realm. It's not placing an attack. He gets 1 hit. I get 1 back. So I'm hoping this I can hold a little bit. We'll see. I'll probably play my Confusion next. He plays Deadly Strife, and that's Corsairs of Umbar. So Corsairs is gone. So I'm hoping maybe he'll roll 5 once, and then I'll hit him 5 times or 4 times. That doesn't happen. And say he just gets 5 hits, and he rolls like 5s and 6s, and I roll only 2 hits back when I'm hitting on 3s. So I was mad here. Oh, I say BS in the chat. All right, so not too happy right now. My Fellowship is not doing well. I don't know what to do right now. Thinking. Maybe I'll just move this guy to Edmore's, and I'll move I'll threaten the military. That was that move. I think that was a waste and kind of stupid, but at this point my brain isn't working. He decides to start moving towards Erebor, it looks like, which is great because I have Dane already in hand. So I'll let him take his sweet time to get there, and I'll hold on to it. I decide to move the ring anyway because I do have Mithril Coat. And what's the chance of drawing an eye? Pretty low. He draws a 3, a red 3 stop. So I decided to take it because I do have Bilbo in hand and I can heal fully. I don't have to worry about him putting eyes in the pool. So I'm at 8 corruption in Mordor. I've got 4 steps left. The hunt pool looks decent, but my luck has been awful, in my opinion, so far in it. All right, let's see what I draw. Draw House of the Stewards doesn't help, and Grimbjorn, which could be annoying. Fellowship, okay. He rolls 4 eyes again, and I roll 3 Wills of the West. I say come on, because I wanted more. I'm worried about Day Without Dawn here. That's what I'm stressed about. So I decided to play Bilbo Song to start using my Will of the West, as I'm afraid of losing it. Otherwise, I would have used a character. He decided to stack Erebor. And now I'm going to put Dane in. But I decided to wait because I don't think it's going to attack yet. I want to wait till he knows it's going to be hell for him. Because I know he's not going to attack with that 8-1 onto the 2-2. There's no way. So I'm with the Fellowship, and I draw Give It to Us. So again, these first steps are horrible. Say, of course, I take the Corruption and move back. He's moving his guides onto Erebor, and now I decide to play Dane to Ironfoot's Guard. And he gets me back with Lure of the Ring. So it's kind of like 2 punches at each other there. I flip the Fellowship. He brings the Mouth in. And I draw a character card hoping for some kind of more healing card like There and Back. Not There and Back again. That's what I drew. There's Another Way I'm hoping for. Or Athelas. Anything to help. Or blue tiles. He plays Fighting Uruk-hai on Rivendell. No card. And he gets 4 6s. No problem. And I say fair. Get nothing. I got 1 hit back. Turn 2, no card. And he just takes them. Just roll 6s. And they're gone. I decided I need to move the Fellowship because I'm going to die. And I can only use 1 ring a turn anyway. And I do have Mithril Coat still on the table. And I draw 3. And I decided to take all 3 because I'm worried about his reveal stuff. Then I realized actually at the last action here. So I decided to Shield of Corruption. With the hide. Or with the reveal thing. I draw Power Too Great and Smeagol. Power Too Great, again, 1 card too late. So Fellowship, okay, quotes. Not feeling too good about this. And he kills me in an eye now. So I start by flipping the Fellowship with my Will of the West. Attacks Erebor. Using a strategy card, character card, Does Cruel Weather. He gets 3 hits. And I get 5 back. Which will make Erebor kind of annoying for him. Yes, if I drew, I said, of course I did. Alright, he stops. Because he still has time. He's got to take Erebor and he has to take Pillarg here. And I'm looking now at the hunt pool. I'm thinking these 2 zeros would be okay. The -2 would be fantastic. The 1 would be okay. The eyes kill me. The 3 kills me. So 4 tiles kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are annoying but don't kill. Actually, 2 are annoying but don't kill, and the zeros would be great. So I put the Smeagol in the pool to help me out. Make my hunt pool life easier when I'm moving here. He moves Winterhome to Dale. He starts condensing to refight the Dale battle. I'm with the Fellowship before he can do any nonsense. He draws 0. Fantastic. My first great tile in Mordor. Especially with Gollum as a guide. And then he decides to move Dol-Guldur to Mirkwood. Maybe these guys are just backup. Probably backup for Dale so I don't retake it. And moves on to Erebor. Move the Fellowship again. He draws a 3. Obviously I use Mithril Coat because that's a killing tile. And I draw a 0. Super lucky. Now I win with all but 4 tiles. He plays Isildur's Bane. He draws, now if he draws, let's see, 3, 2, or 2, he wins. And the 1 is annoying. It makes it really hard to win. Hoping he draws an eye here. And he said he draws Smeagol helps Knight's Master and kills it that fast. So that's a tile that would have helped me too. So I move the Fellowship. I'm thinking this is going to be really slim chances. I don't think I'm going to win. And then he draws, drum roll, a 2. Reveal. I'm like, oh, I lost. And then I realized that I won. And I say in the chat, so this is a yeah. He's like, GG, I'm like, I won. Because I forgot that Gollum can actually hide to prevent the damage, to take a damage back. So I was super elated in this, even though the hunt pool in Mordor was favorable to me for most of it. It really wasn't at the beginning. So we're going to see, let's see the stats. I think you guys have to see this. All right, let's put it on the screen. 3, 2, there it is. So if you notice, plus 10 on 5, plus 6 on 6s. And my roll's not as good. But he rolled a lot of eyes and didn't have a lot of attacks, but a lot of characters. So, crazy game in the end. I thought it was worthy of a tier 1. Thank you, Disgruntled Veteran, for playing. And I'll be playing a lot more games now to get these leagues in. And thank you so much for watching. And hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you like the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And find me in the Discord. We can play. Talk to you all soon. And see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.